Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone just said silence.
We are live once again here on Natural One Productions. So welcome to the stream, or to YouTube if you're watching this in a couple weeks when that gets posted.
Sucks to be you. You're late.
or
Anyways,
If they're on YouTube.
thank you everyone who's watching us live. And let's go ahead and pretty much jump right into it. We do have one person out sick this week. Sala will not be here. And we're just going to pick up from where we did last time, which was right when everyone stepped through the portal in the Nightmare Realm, out onto the other side as they're traveling towards the city of Lorewatch. Right. Go ahead and roll intro.
Oh, hold on. We're putting a rip sign over
Gotta get that rip sign up, yeah.
I'd love to. I don't what?
I was reaching over and I have a bad back.
We have to go get groceries tomorrow. But are you guys free to do something tomorrow?
We're back.
People can know I need groceries.
Right.
We're people.
We're people too.
All right, everyone.
We eat food.
So
Fun fact, we're not
let's go ahead and
or snake people.
get started.
I am a snake person.
Well,
Close enough.
You're thin like one.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get started. Focus in.
brain
Focus in.
cells
I'm
are
in charge there.
limited.
All right. So you guys just stepped through the misty portal that leads out to Lorewatch, and as you emerge on the other side, through the mist, you begin to see tall pine trees all around you. Big, large, thick, old-growth forest. The underbrush is mostly ferns, but a lot of it seems to have been trampled down through either animal trails or other creatures moving around. Where you find yourselves now is the area known as the Shambling Woods. And as you emerge, it is pretty late into the night. It looks like the moon is directly overhead and is about it's in the process of waning, about halfway there. So you got about a half moon above.
Okay.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about werewolves.
Undead werewolf taps you on the shoulder. That is so unfair! Alright. We're gonna start off with a card pull, as you guys are one day out from Lorewatch.
Fine.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna do that too.
I was actually going to ask if we wanted to start with a cold.
We failed our
We
viewers.
failed every time. That wasn't even allowed.
Since this is a quick interaction while this is happening,
Give us
Yoshiko's
the
gonna
card.
very, very gently put her hand on Calvin's shoulder and hold up the coin
You guys are 2 days out from Lorewatch.
that you gave to me, the IOU. I need you to be my babysitter this time around. Look at me very carefully. While we're in Lorewatch, please stop me from starting any unnecessary fights. I'm gonna hand you the coin.
Ooh, first IOU giving back to me ever. Alright. Yes, ma'am. Your orders, my command. That sounded a bit odd. I rescind my statement, but yes, I will keep an eye on you for once, I guess. Oh, it feels weird being the adult in the situation. Is this how you guys feel all the time?
Yes.
Who wants to pull?
I've done it the past couple of times when I was doing
Rex did it. He hasn't done it before. Oh,
I have.
sorry. You go.
Up to it.
The ambush.
I'm not afraid.
Every time I pulled, it's been something bad.
Oh, the glory!
Never mind.
Hi, Desi.
Hi, Desi.
Unless you did.
Hi, Annie.
Aww.
Alright, as you guys are traveling on the first day, it looks like it has rained heavily in the up here in the last day or across several days. So it is very muddy, and some of the roads have been like hit with almost like a mudslide obscuring them and making it hard travel. So it does slow down your pace and make it so that you make about half the progress that you thought you would on the first day. So it's going to take another 2 days to get there.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yes, what a start.
Well,
So first day is very slow, sodden down travel.
My pizza money.
I hate
But
My
it's,
pizza money. Cairo's just caked in it. How do you move your pots, mate?
I don't in mud. I just
Water
sink.
I wipe it off. And it's just a layer of just
Slime.
big. Yeah. Ugh.
and no encounters with anything other than you guys have seen like footprints of like bare feet in the mud and
Sorry, wait.
some like boot prints and some sign that looks like groups of people walking or shambling or moving through in without shoes on.
Bare feet as in like the animal, or
We
like
got
bare feet as in.
A person with bare feet.
Okay.
ooh, we got a
Humanoid
freak out
race with bare
here.
feet.
B-A-R-E.
Yeah.
be on the lookout for zombies, people. We are in the shambling woods, after all.
I'll take care of any zombies. We know how good I am against those.
Yeah, when you're 30 feet away.
Flashback to me pushing the one zombie.
I mean, in this mud, you could probably get away with that.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, don't go.
We definitely have to be concerned about large groups of them. How much gunpowder you got on you right now?
8 pounds.
Okay, that'll be fine.
That's enough.
All right,
We got the cleric.
card 2.
They can destroy the dead.
Come on, Paul, card.
Simon for a gun.
Or
A little on the far side.
Watch your head.
Don't look at it. Just yeah.
Okay.
Pulled a card before.
I have, but it was a while ago.
All right, as you guys are traveling on this day, it is a lot drier as stuff has been able to start drying out. So no delays there.
Cool.
Unfortunately, though, your wagon does hit a particularly sharp rock in
Gosh.
the road, and one of your wagon wheels is broken. You do need to fix that.
we cast mending on it.
Yeah, we sit there and mend it for a while.
Who
I
wants
have
to
no
play
help
two truths
at
and a
all.
lie at this point? We're
Right.
still.
I'm just.
Using mending, you guys are able to get it pretty quickly fixed to get yourselves back on the road.
I'm like, it takes us like 2 hours to
Start
do
it.
it because I'm like mending things.
I
in
dare
the
you to shoot a party member.
What'd you say?
Shoot them back, come on. You're the one that started.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're like,
What did I say? Two truths and a lie, or did I say
You said
truth or
two
dare?
truths.
two truths and a lie.
What I
so
meant
it's
to,
like-
what I meant to do is truth or
Truth or
dare.
dare.
I can't think of lies on this one personally. First of all, you suck. You can have fun for once. Don't grow.
As he
I
said,
have- I
Alvin
have
watches
fun.
as a zombie grabs you
I have
on
fun.
again.
I enjoy myself.
You are horrible at showing it.
I do things to have fun.
Like what? Kill vampires?
Yes.
Do you shine your armor in your free time?
Do you have any hobbies, Johan?
I like to read.
I've never
I
seen you with a
have
book.
never seen you with a book.
No, I don't do it often, but I like to. That's why it's a hobby. It's not my living.
Well, just even hobbies I do, like, day drinking. I do that quite often.
Yeah, I know.
What hobbies are.
Is that not a hobby?
No, it's
No,
That's a
it's
problem.
a problem.
That's an addiction.
Got it.
Could you go one day without doing it? Could you go an hour?
No. I have a mug in my. As I'm talking. No.
You have a bottle.
Bottle
in your
In the mug. That the room, mate.
I don't see the problem.
What books do you read? Wait, if you say
Books?
books about vampires, I swear.
It's books about killing vampires.
Your entire identity revolves around vampires, and that's
No.
just a wee bit concerning.
No,
Are you sure you're not a vampire?
I'm pretty
You
sure.
do have the crazy vampire sword.
Yes, but Marcella has the curse mute that makes it so it doesn't turn me into a vampire. So I'm fine.
He has been in the sun.
That
I am okay.
True.
wasn't. Didn't we fight vampires in this time?
No.
Didn't they have like a hood or something?
I mean, like,
Yes.
Yeah, but
Alora
Kinda.
did, but he's got like shiny armor that burns vampires when they touch it. So he's
Yeah.
not a vampire, but his entire identity revolves around killing them. Can you please name one thing for me that does not connect to the vampires?
or werewolves.
Or
Or undead.
He's like, this is my job. You can't tell me I can't do my job.
like, do you have like a favorite food? Do you have a favorite food?
I like a nice beef roast.
See, one part of his personality doesn't relate to vampires. I can accept that.
Desi
Why-
says, yeah, Yoshiko, tell him.
Why do you like beef roast?
Because it tastes good.
Beef roast ain't bad.
Is that
I've had
another
it, like
reason
once
for
since
that?
I've been out
No.
here.
I think he's a vampire.
Why?
I've never had beef roast either.
You can't eat.
It's different for you.
Yeah.
I think he's a vampire.
Put him out in the second
Explain-
test.
He doesn't sleep. He doesn't eat.
I don't breathe.
He doesn't breathe. Can a vampire do all those things? Probably not.
You probably do technically qualify as undead, considering you've been brought back to life at least once. To some extent, to some people.
Would you be considered
Technically, I'm considered as not living to begin with. So can I be considered undead if I don't count as living to start?
Are you arguing that you're not alive?
Yes.
Deep
What are
philosophical.
the requirements
He is
to be alive?
He is technically an
Will.
enchanted machine.
He is technically alive.
It's the 4 F's for categorizing if you're alive or not.
There's a category for this?
Yes. That's
Explain,
why
Robot
viruses
Man.
are technically not alive.
Explain, Robot Man. Explain.
Explain.
What is a
You have
virus?
to move. Well, it's not the 4 F's. That's a different thing. But you have to move on your own accord. You have to eat. You have to crap, and you have to reproduce.
He can't do two of
Those
those.
4 things. If you can't do 2 of those things, you're not alive.
And so,
I don't eat. I don't defecate. I don't.
But you have a power source, so
Reproduce.
you're consuming something.
It's not the same.
Those
it's not
are
the
the
same.
answers.
It's not the same as having to consume, like, energy.
Kind of is actually.
Yeah. You don't have to eat something
But
to
plants are
consume its
considered
energy.
alive, and they eat energy. Because I apparently know about photosynthesis.
Photo what? Photo what?
Listen, there was this really drunk druid I ran into this one time, and he talked about how the leaves eat sun.
That's sounds like
Oh, shit.
black magic.
You know, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't take a druidic path, because then I could summon wolves, but besides the point.
That would be cool.
That would be. And I could eat sun. Point being, you eat something, it's just not food.
do you draw the life from us?
Then
Are
you
we just your
robots
friends?
are
What?
Say like the philosophical things.
What color are your eyes right now?
Purple
Is that?
principle.
Well, yeah, that's he gave me a gun and a crowbar last time. Nothing has changed.
Sorry. I asked that out loud because I'm colorblind. What color are his eyes?
Purple.
Purple.
Last, he stole from you last time.
I like this guy.
No, I didn't.
Anyway.
Debatable. Wasn't necessarily on point stealing.
Are you
but
close
it
to
was-
fixing the wheel?
Oh, we've been
We're
done.
having a conversation.
Yeah, we've been done for a minute. We were just talking.
I
Oh.
get back to fixing the wheel. Fine.
No,
Johan,
it's
you're
fine.
obsessed
We
with
can
vampires.
keep talking.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Get on with it.
Shut up.
Yeah. This is why I daydream.
This is why.
This is why I wish I could daydream.
Alright.
Even if I
Let's go ahead and pull our next day's card.
Don't like that. I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead.
This one. I'm scared.
ambush.
And everyone's dead.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, the campaign.
I wanted to play Ramos anyway.
Alright, so
Except for me.
this card is called Changing Fate. The way that this one works is when you guys pull it, one of the last 2 days can happen as though it never happened, as though it was a fever dream. So
It's just a travel day, right?
What?
In this case, though, considering pretty much nothing happened, I'm going to have you just draw another card.
Heck, nab it. Somebody else do it. I don't want to touch this.
We'll go.
Draw a robot
It's going to
man.
be an ambush.
I swear.
I like your fancy words.
Like your
like your
fancy
funny
words,
words,
robot
man.
man.
I like your binary code, robot man.
That's pretty funny.
Okay. As you guys are approaching Lore Watch, you find yourselves awakening on the third day with a unknown illness.
Gosh.
Each of you, as sickness has broken out in the camp again.
Unless you're immune to disease.
I am immune to diseases.
I am also.
He's
Weird.
fine.
I'm also.
Let me see.
That's
Oh,
already
just
The
Faye-
two of you who can get sick are sick.
Yeah.
Just
Wonderful.
making sure I'm not.
Because Faye ancestry. I'm a half elf.
No,
He's a
I'm immune to
paladin.
poison.
I'm paladin,
That's-
Yeah, paladin.
Lay on hands.
Yeah.
I have
It seems that the people who can get sick both have woken up throwing up and with bad fevers.
So, hurt him.
Yep.
I heal her.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Johan.
Thank you.
You're
Johan.
welcome. What?
I'm not Johan.
Oh my god. Sorry, your feminine features are just so much like Johan's.
Well, and then Aurora, no, from that, Aurora just goes, just like a little fruity, like, oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, if I die from this, you are my least favorite. So I look back down.
I can sleep with that.
You're like, I don't have to heal you, you know.
You're not going to die.
Dang.
You know what I should do? I need to make chopsticks again. The party doesn't have chopsticks anymore. I have to use them on vampires. That is what Yoshiko will be doing.
Okay.
I have a bunch of
Just whittling chopsticks.
wooden stakes.
Actually, you had a supply of them that came with the
Oh!
came from your family.
Y'all get the
Yeah.
fancy
But
chopsticks.
you got a supply of fancy chopsticks.
Do we have to have a conversation, Calvin,
I'm like, what?
about your
That's
will
right.
to
The
live?
day drinking again?
The will to live.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
What is your philosophy on life? Are you here for a short time and a good time? Is this kind of the attitude you have for this?
Either I get my one pieces and I become immortal, or I don't.
Why do you want to be immortal?
Who doesn't want to be immortal?
The immortal robot doesn't want to be immortal.
It's not fun.
You're missing out, mate. I'm gonna abuse that
I'm
power.
the only one not missing out on being immortal here.
Like, fun fact, wrong.
It's not as good as it's chalked up to be.
To each their own, metal man. To each their own.
Well, you care about other people. What? He's
This
a
is
sociopath.
true. It might be different for you.
Well, 2 sevens.
Hey, really quick, can someone here explain to me just very quickly, what does a belt of dwarven kind do again?
belt of door.
Belt of dwarven
It's
gun.
like +2 to con, what else?
I'll grab a stat block and send it over to
And
you.
just send it, thanks. Yeah.
Dwarvish.
I'll just send you a picture.
It
of
gives you a beer.
Essentially, I really should have kept it. Oh, didn't know we got it again, right?
Just
Yeah,
send
we
it.
got
just-
it.
We gave it to
no,
other people in the party. Nobody gave you a
No,
lick
no.
of credit
Just
for
send
what
a
you
picture
tried
of
to
it in
do.
the chat.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to
I
be.
tried to, and you kept denying it and walking around. It's like, fine.
I was too drunk to
tried-
care.
Stream chat,
Yoshiko
or-
wanted the shiny metal
We
lamp
tried to
and
give
Oh,
it
that
no, no,
was
just,
it.
Group
yeah,
chat, yeah.
yeah, just group chat.
This is why we have the internet.
What did you say to me?
He tried to give it to you.
Just looked up requirements of life because I was
But you did.
thinking about it. It's
I,
apparently changed since I last learned.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cellular structure is a requirement now.
You have a cellular structure.
No, I don't.
Well, what is it? Okay. You know what? I've decided to back
Mechanical
away from.
structure.
I've decided to
Technically,
back.
you have a crystalline structure.
does that still make him living though?
No.
This
It's
is
not
why I
organic
can't have Because it's like when I have conversations with my father, and we spend 90% of the conversation
Thank you.
explaining enough for me to understand your point.
This is where you just start making stuff up and you just say it in a convincing way.
And you just stick to it.
And you just stick to it. You're wrong. No, this is how it is. This
My only claim to fame is
Start
I
with
know a
gas.
little bit more about Japan with
Okay.
everyone else. in the
Which
state.
isn't
I think I at least have
wrong.
that.
You do have a one.
I can't whistle.
I mean,
That is a fact about me. I cannot whistle. Anyway,
think
I
that
need
just
a
means-
perception check from everyone.
Maddie, I think that just means you have a realistic one here.
It's something that you can preload.
No, he's autistic about fake things, not real things.
Rules intact.
There you go.
I see nothing.
Unnatural 20.
I know nothing. I see nothing.
13.
I'm staring at the ground.
I got a 19.
Looking around and listening out, as you guys are having this strange discussion at your breakfast, you begin to hear the sounds of many people walking and the sound of brush being moved out of the way. And as you kind of stand up and look around, off in the distance in the woods, you can see what looks like a large, shambling horde of undead moving slowly towards you guys. It seems that the smoke from your fire and your commotion that you've made over the last couple of days of traveling has caused a large group of undead to begin following you.
What were
So,
you
like,
saying?
how big is a large group of undead?
This
Several
is why I
hundred
shouldn't
undead.
draw the
Oh
card.
my gosh!
Like,
told you.
probably,
Every time I draw the card, I
300
draw an
zombies.
ambush.
What?
there's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
300 zombies.
Only.
Wait a minute, wait. If you get
Only?
me super close and I'm like immune or something, destroy undead.
Do you want to
30
do
feet.
300?
Bang! No, I'm just kidding.
you can don't you have a thing that does against
Collateral.
point
You do that
towards the
twice,
mass
don't you?
thing?
There are a couple.
You do channel divinity twice at your level.
So, there are a couple hundred feet out.
But we
The only
might-
reason you can see them
we
so
might
far away
need
is
Twilight
because of the
Sanctuary.
road that is cut out. You can see ones on the road. But based on the sound and stuff, it sounds like there are a lot.
Can we run?
I mean, we have Daisy in the cart.
How fast are
You
they?
guys can outpace them. They move at like 20 feet.
They're not
They're
running
slow.
zombies. They're not World War Z.
They're not-
Let's just leave.
Okay.
If it was World War Z, you'd all already.
Yeah,
I'm
we said
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna
Then we leave.
one and a
Halo Flood zombies. You
I was
all
just going to
died a
ask.
long time ago. You just didn't know it.
Would they follow us?
Yeah.
They have been presumably for the last couple days.
Well,
We
there's.
don't want to like lead them all the way up to the town. That's just going to be our problem anyway. So should we try to deal with them?
What can we do?
Kill them.
We
I
have.
mean, we can kill them.
And
I'm down to go kill them.
I reach into my pocket and
But
I mean, with your luck, they'll just hit you and burn up.
yeah,
They're just like trying to hug him and like bite through his plate armor.
I
Body slam
They
them.
just.
I reach in my bag and pull out half plate armor, wrong thing again, and I pull out a weasel. Dang it! I pull out a boar. Dang it! And I pull out a panther. Dang it!
what? How?
I wanted the big one.
The
I
elk?
wanted waffles.
The elk?
Yeah.
Waffles.
Anyways, I asked my little guys to just go distract, go take out as many as you can. My little 3 animals waltz off.
That's fair enough. They'd probably
To be
interested in the
sacrificed.
animals.
Yeah, to be 100%.
I don't think your animals like you very much.
Actually, I keep the weasel. I pick him up by the scruff.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Yeah. No, he's
I
staying
mean,
with
he
me.
did attack that ogre once. He
He's gonna get
disadvantaged
grabbed
there.
and ripped in half, is what he would do.
Anyway, we can keep talking about this, or we can walk and talk and decide.
Yeah,
You guys
no,
still
you
need to
can-
pack your camp up too.
Ah!
Yeah, don't we need to
I
pack up?
keep all my stuff in the cart, so this is up to you guys. Pack up your tents.
All right then. My goodness.
I roll up my sleeping bag and I just have loads of bottles in it.
The weasel gets rolled up in it.
Sorry, man, I'm trying to hurry.
The weasel's head sticking out like a cat burrito or something when you like wrap your pet up.
I'll fire a few bolts at the closest ones just to slow them down.
I think a couple hundred feet away.
Yeah, you can.
The heavy crossbow's got a lot
Okay,
of
that's
range.
fair enough. I thought you were saying something else. Oh, can I do anything with it?
What can we do
More
to
mood
kill
appropriate music.
hundreds of them?
I mean, we are like level.
I have a question for some people here. So if I have, If I have advantage on charisma, what does that make? Like, what does that make my stat? If it's -1. Is it just
Yeah,
+1?
It's you just add a negative.
Wait, you
So
have
you
advantage
minus that number.
Wait,
You have an
advantage or
advantage
proficiency?
or proficiency?
If you're proficient, you add your proficiency bonus to the roll.
So it says. So I don't have good charisma. It's a 9. So
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the.
Yeah,
You
so
have an-
advantage is you roll.
It's you roll twice, take
You
mine.
roll twice, take the highest number.
You just have
Oh.
advantage on charisma.
oh wow. And also it says for persuasion. So
So you can just roll twice and pick the higher number for both.
for anything charisma.
Pretty
When
much.
talking to dwarves.
What the heck?
When talking to
Oh
dwarves.
yeah.
Oh, we're talking to dwarves.
Because
Yeah.
it's a thousand over.
It's useful. When you
It
talk
is
to
useful
dwarves.
when
No,
you're
it's
trying
great.
to convince people.
No, it's great. Yeah.
Dwarves.
Dwarves specifically.
Got it. Noted.
Yeah, I assume we just start packing up and then trying to head out to leave.
Pack it
And why
up.
don't we pack?
While they're packing, I'll just take a couple shots at them
Okay.
with the heavy crossbow.
You have your
17. and a
storm
20
thing, your
something.
tornado
Yeah,
thing.
both of those would hit one.
Tomato.
Tornado.
Tornado.
Zombies have an AC of like 8.
The wind thing you do.
Yeah, solar
It
wind.
is
So I was,
a-
thinking, I was
Oh,
thinking about solar
I
wind.
was like,
Sorry.
you're fine.
That low.
Your solar winds. That might
Yeah,
do some
AC is 8
damage.
because they're just rotting skin and flesh.
Yeah,
So they have the
If we
lowest
needed
AC
to,
in
we're
the
just
book.
gonna.
Maybe we can
believe.
take them.
I believe so.
Or
I think
or
they
we
do.
save time and leave.
I think crabs even have higher AC.
But what she was saying was they may continue following us.
And we don't want to take them to the next town and have it be an issue.
If we
there.
have the
Make it a
animals
problem.
distract them, they might run off
Maybe.
to chase the animals because it's obviously
Maybe.
we're attracted to
Are my
noise.
animals dead by now?
Not yet.
Thaumaturgy, and then they like a snap in the woods on the right, and every one of them just goes.
Oh gosh, no, you mean they don't have brains?
Or is that
It's
prestidigitation?
then that you realize it's worse, as they're all doing Gangnam style towards you.
Both?
No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
cool. Steam rises from the creek.
They're all singing "What Does the Fox Say" and dancing Gangnam style.
Okay, let's
Oh my
see.
gosh.
They're doing a thriller dance.
Should we like just try to leave?
And
Or?
We're just
the
waiting
worst
on
No,
part
let's
Rex's
leave.
rolls, that's
is
all.
They all chanted
Let's leave.
skibbity.
Well, yeah. Let's
leave.
Let's just try to leave.
Okay.
So we start packing everything
Yeah,
up.
just-
And
Get into Daisy and you start moving, and you realize you are, even at your normal travel pace, outpacing them, and getting distance.
As long as we keep good distance and
Does anyone know if they have a really good sense of smell?
I don't think they have
zombies?
I don't know anything about
Are
that.
they good at tracking?
Probably
Do
not.
what I know that this.
Make a survival check.
Wait, would
Or
I,
I guess this would be a nature check.
I got a 4.
would I
Did you
know
buy that
this?
off?
You don't know much
Nope.
about zombies.
Nope. I don't know.
I don't know anything.
Anyone who wants to see what they know about zombies, please roll a
I
nature
mean,
check.
I guess. Ooh, that's a
So
1.
you
You
just
have to go to a
population
squad.
What's a zombie?
If it's
Big
above
money.
if
Big
it's
money.
if it's above a 15, I'm buying one off.
Big money.
It's a 9.
Add your points.
I can modify.
Yes,
That's a
I-
1.
I have
Okay.
discovered and made some
Pack it up.
large.
Slot
They're
machine,
so
dice
satisfying.
rollers.
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy those off of our DM, you can DM us on Discord.
We may or may not be selling them. Who knows?
We own the STL, right?
No, we don't.
No, yeah.
Oh, we totally do. We totally own it. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Legally,
I don't think we can.
Never mind.
Unless we make
I don't know
them.
where the lid for this.
I don't know, love.
Anyway, we'll find that later.
All right, we check out. We aren't dead yet.
Nope.
I ain't dead yet. So we just simply run away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's leave.
No point in getting in fights. We don't need to.
I wish I had like bombs that I could just drop in the wake and just.
What pace are you guys trying to go at? Do you want to go your regular pace,
Let's
Can
haul.
we just hoof it? So
We
can
should
get
just
to this
haul.
town?
Like,
or just haul it for a little while?
yep, we're just gonna go until, like, we're trying to sleep as much as we can at night, and then right when they're probably gonna catch up to
Well,
us.
you guys
we
are about
start-
a day out. So.
Let's just go until we
Alright,
get
you
to the
guys
town.
start hoofing it through
Starts
the woods. And after not too long, you feel your animals all get ripped apart and die as they poof poof back. Except for the weasel, who's
I just
not
think of
there.
like
I thought you were
the
talking about,
shadow
like-
clone jutsu. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about like Daisy and stuff, and I was like, what?
Oh, that's a concern.
Everyone
No,
blows up.
okay.
1,000.
Now, your 2 animals that you sent to distract them.
Yeah, yeah.
After a little bit.
I still got no
I
reason.
still have.
500, as 300
I-
zombies eat
I
them.
keep forgetting that Marcella and Johan have a dog.
Yep, Casper.
Yeah, Casper.
Yes, but
As you
We
guys
have multiple parts of this.
We do.
Good.
Mofi does exist.
wind your way through the old growth forest and it gets denser and denser, you begin to hit a section where it starts to be hilly as you're moving in. And after going over up and down a couple of hills, you get to a point where you're coming down at the bottom of a hill and it opens up into a clearing where you can see the entirety of the top of the next hill has been shaved off of trees. Like all of them have been clear cut off. And at the top of it is a very large village. So the town of Lorewatch is a large hilltop
Warwatch.
village where they've like cut the top of the hill off and like built the city up there,
That's-
reinforced with large, thick
Like the base
pine
of
growth
China
logs
Sky.
that they've set on their sides up, kind of like how you'd stack them for building like a log cabin.
That's cool.
And then there's tons of sharpened branches on the outside,
Ah, they're fine.
as well as other sharpened wood that they've stuck in.
is that where we're going?
Yes.
Yeah.
These, and then the other stuff that you can see from where you are down at the bottom is you can just see the top of some stone and wood slatted homes of the city of Lorewatch. They seem to be arranged in a circular pattern around a central fountain, and dirt streets are lit by lanterns that hold the dancing light spell within them. As you're approaching, it seems that there's just an air of unease over the town.
Aurora has an idea.
And you guys have arrived about midday.
What's your idea?
Do we have any idea how far off these zombies are?
No,
I have an idea, and
you
she
can't hear or see them behind you.
She says this to the group. We have no idea if we're being followed, but obviously this could pose to be a small problem if, to us and to the village, if the village puts together that this little group has attracted 300 zombies and undead. What are our thoughts of waiting on the edge of the village on the off chance that these zombies are going to be here and we kill all of them right in front of the village
And become town heroes.
and become town heroes?
And then they give us money.
If I know.
We have no guarantee that they're coming, and so that just sounds like a waste of time to wait.
We're just going to make sure that these guys are going to be safe because we don't want to step in and then be.
Okay.
The town's
Real
right
quick,
there.
guys.
We could just go into the. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So Kairos just rolling real quick to see if his character would know if 300 is considered a large wandering horde. You got a 16 as a base for your that.
Yeah. Would it be survival?
I would say this is just a nature check. Because
you
you're
would
talking
know.
about the nature of zombies.
21.
Okay. I would say that for this area of the world, 300 is considered a relatively small horde for the shambling woods.
We're fine.
300 is small horde, relatively small. Lorewatch specializes in fighting undead. That'll be fine.
I understand. All right. You're the expert. Let's go.
Yes, Captain.
She does make a good point, though. We don't want to necessarily drag a thing. Do we have an alarm system that we could set up?
I feel. Are we
I have the
overthinking
alarm
this at this point?
spell.
The other thing to note is that as you look at the hill around, there are tons of rows of wooden stakes
Oh, they're fine.
that are just out at this angle,
This
so
is
that
the
if
whole thing.
because undead are so stupid that they'll just literally walk up and impale themselves on them.
Yeah. I think. And Aurora just kind of looks around, notices the mode of spears and the location.
And
Never
as you
mind.
look
These
around,
guys.
you see there are just undead corpses all over the hill too. Just it doesn't smell very great in this area, but there are just 12 feet to your left. There is one that's impaled itself up to 2 feet on one of these stakes, and is still trying to crawl forward.
Can I just go and rummage through his pockets?
The zombie.
Yeah.
Run them pockets.
Do you want me to
You're doing
kill it
that, As
first?
you're trying to rummage through its pockets, it's reaching at you.
I take. Do I have an axe or something?
You don't know if you have a melee weapon?
You have a
I do.
hatchet?
I take out my hatchet and just chop off its hand and then just go back to looting.
You just cut its hands off and then get a loop through.
Do I
Its
get-
pockets have holes in them. Everything's rotted through, and you're
Okay.
dang it.
Well, they got nothing on them. Let's keep moving.
As you're doing that, you move your hand, it's ah, it just misses you trying to fight you.
Okay, let's. Yeah, if you think it's gonna be all right, it does look all right to me. I think.
Do we want to go over what our goal is for being here?
Well, we've got to kind of just like investigate how we're even going to meet with the most important man in this town. We don't really have an inn.
Is
right
that what
now.
we're doing here?
As,
Oh right, I gotta talk to someone, don't I?
Yeah,
As you guys are talking, you hear from the wall a
great,
horn
we get
go off.
spotted.
As you hear,
Travelers, you want to get inside quickly. It's not safe outside of the walls.
And it's fine.
undead
Okay.
come by all the time.
Okay.
We noticed.
We look at the.
We'll get the gate open for you. As you see a section of the wall like split open up at the top where the road is and begin to be pushed out as a bunch of people are cranking these large like chain systems on the inside that open them up.
I assume you didn't design this one.
Walk in.
No, I didn't design this one.
Did you help build it at all?
No.
Have you ever
What?
been here?
This Lorewatch is very much different from all of the other cities in that it's not built like a large permanent city. It's built more like a small village that started and has slowly grown out, and then they just walled it really thickly and just kind of left it at that.
I might have passed by, but I've never stayed here. I've always preferred the mountains and like.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of had an offer to be king in one of the cities, so why leave?
When I have to deal with an undead horde, I like to be fueled by Moxie.
Gosh!
Oh, you
Shameless.
want some Moxie.
Okay, I head in.
The dumb reoccurring joke, but it's
But they're
fine.
inviting us in, mates.
Well, before we go in,
I'm like 20
we
feet
want to
from
reiterate. He's done.
him. Oh, you can still yell. I'm still within earshot.
We can talk about it in the city. Let's
But
go.
still have feelings.
The answer to why I have chicken feet is I got cursed by wild magic.
We didn't. Ask.
Until I
Whoa. Calvin
Not
just
that I
did
don't
this.
care. I just.
Continue.
Not that I don't care about you or who you are. It's just never really was a question.
I was like,
Yo. Why?
Why
Do
what?
you dislike me so much?
I don't dislike.
He's
you.
terrified of you. That's why.
Excuse me.
You're the one that came to me complaining.
I never said I was scared of her.
I said I was.
Okay, that's true. Not scared.
Just confused.
Aurora just walks up to you guys and says, "Ladies, let's get into
Angsty.
town."
I don't know.
I just need to maintain cover. That's all.
That's fine.
Gosh, leaving.
I get inside and I tell the guys inside, just close the gates. Wait for the door to start slowly closing.
They're all undead out there. I'm the only one who's alive.
Those people kidnapped me.
Out of curiosity, I just want to see what I.
Oh my gosh. Are you?
I got a 2, so that's fine.
All right, we'll saunter in.
All
So
right.
it's an 8
Yeah, I know.
or a 10.
Yeah,
Because
10.
we have a +8.
As you guys saunter in, the guard who had blown the horn and called out steps down from the little like. They kind of just have like stands you can get up on to be able to look over the wall, less than like actual positions that you can walk around on the wall. As you realize the log's about the wall is about 2 logs thick, and each of the logs is like this thick
It's big.
around. Where that's like the radius. So still pretty thick walls.
Underwhelming coming from.
But underwhelming compared to everywhere else. As he steps down off the platform and looks at you, you guys see he's got this like kind of ragged mustache, thick mutton chops that come down, and he looks to be about 25, you'd say.
What's the race?
Half orc.
Nice.
Oh.
So he's got
One of
2
these.
tusks that stick out in the bottom lip. You'll want to try to stay in walls as much as you can around this forest. I know days like this look pretty clear, but it's not too uncommon on these clear days for strange ground fog to start raising up and then hordes of undead to come out of nowhere.
How long did it take you to grow such an immaculate mustache?
Sorry about him.
I'd say probably at least 3 months.
Continue. You see me pull out like a pen, grow mustache.
I do appreciate the compliment, though. He like strokes it with like a little hint of like, yeah. But yeah, these I don't know if you've traveled in the Shambling Woods much, but you've probably experienced it on your way in. But the woods seem to almost have a mind of their own, as though they're alive out there sometimes. It's like they're trying to lead the undead to you, trying to get you killed.
There was a small roughly 300 horde behind us, not too far.
I'd say that's fairly common for small groups traveling on the road.
Terrifying.
What?
Quick sidebar. Who are we here to see?
That
I can't grab someone else.
Just last week we had.
Who are we here to see?
that is Geralt. Wolf.
Can this guy get us to that guy?
Good question.
Possibly.
Should I ask?
I was going to.
We
if
were-
you want to.
You can if you want.
Just last week we had 3,000 outside the hill trying to march up at us. Luckily they can't climb and they're pretty dumb. So really all you gotta do is close their gate until they either get bored or they decay enough to fall apart.
Do you not deal with any whites or anything? Or just
Not super
zombies and
commonly.
skeletons?
Most of the time it's zombies and skeletons.
Do you ever see any
We do occasionally have some problems with whites, or every once in a while you'll get a lich or something who comes through, but we have our methods of dealing with those.
Yeah.
And he gestures over to these large, this large catapult that has the familiar giant holy water globes set up next to it. And then he also gestures over to another thing, and it looks like they have this platform that they can like raise on a big crank, and it's like a large ballista with some kind of like moonsilver head on it that looks like it's a cage for you to be able to put stuff in, like flammable materials. So it's pretty much a giant ballista fire moonsilver arrow.
Love that.
It does a pretty good job at discouraging them.
Walk over and just.
Aurora looks at it and says,
The dad bod.
This is pretty nice.
It's the guy who's like sitting there working on it. I know, right?
Aurora just like looks at that and looks at the guy who's like introducing this weapon. Like specifically the moonsilver cage one. How much is one arrow?
It's a lot.
No, how much?
I think it costs us about 4,000 gold per bolt, but luckily they're normally able to be reused a couple times.
Aurora just looks at Gyro.
I look back.
We save them for the worst undead. You know, when you get something really big like a zombie ogre or infected giant.
Could
like
you
that.
make a mini one of these?
I pull you guys to the side. What if we put one inside a bag of holding?
Invert it at the enemy?
Yoshiro's gonna lean over to the guy.
That'd be so funny because you could have like a string attached to the trigger, be like, "Hey, check this out!" Boom.
Yoshiro's gonna pull the guy aside. Unless you want to be here for the next 24 hours, don't show him anything else.
And this is kind of funny too because
Thanks.
no one can see
Advice.
Aurora's face this entire
Oh,
time.
you have a mask on.
Right?
If I might ask, what brings you to the town?
Yeah, we are on official business from. Huh?
You keep making death.
Or I guess I should say, what brings you to the city of Lore?
We're on official
Mind
business
my
of.
life.
I'm thinking of his name.
Okay.
King of
Thaddeus
Southgate.
Geralt? Or Folkvar Wolf is the
Folkvar
king
Wolf.
of Southgate.
Yes. We are on official business of Folkvar Wolf. We're here to meet with Thaddeus Geralt.
Well, I can send a message saying there are people who've come to speak with him, and we'll
I think
see if he
it has something
is
to
free
do.
and able to meet with you guys. You might see if you can catch him at his manor. It's the large one near the center of town. You can't miss it.
Very well.
Very well. So we just go
Thank
to
you
the,
for your help.
we just go to the manor.
Why not?
Why not?
If we ever need to get in contact with you, how's the best way to go about that?
Just head to any of the guardhouses, I guess, or normally I'm at this gate throughout the day.
What's his name?
We didn't ask.
Name's Tusk.
That's a good name.
Fantastic name. Very fitting. Lovely. We'll get on with it.
Yeah.
I'm
get
sticking
on.
by her because now I'm dead sold to you.
His outfit, by the way, just so you have an idea, he's wearing a leather trench coat that is kind of like a dark green color. He's got a dark green tricorner hat, and then the undergarb is like standard breastplate, like most people wear. On his hip, he's got hand crossbow, left hand is a spear. You can also see he's got a short sword that he carries with him on his hip. He's got long leather boots that come up to about the knee, and that's pretty much the standard equipment for your town guard here.
Cool. Let's go to the manor.
Let's get on with it. I start trailing off in the opposite direction he pointed at.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm supposed to be taking care of you, and so I double back around and go here. Sorry, I forgot.
Just by asking him to babysit me, we've made it so much easier for him to be babysat.
I'm like sweating. Like,
The roles have never been reversed, and you're just having to break the end.
We don't want you to talk to him. We don't want you to talk to him.
I can talk to him, but only if you want me to. I'm just not going to be great at bargaining.
We're not gonna.
I can. Wait, who are we
You're
talking to
also
again?
affiliated with the church to some extent.
Sounds like it's your
That's
problem,
why I
Madeline.
can't talk to him.
Or his.
See,
who's
the
taking-
problem
So
is
it's
the
us.
only person worth talking. I'll go with. I just.
We're all gonna be there.
yeah, we're all gonna be there. It's just who
It's
is.
just us two are gonna be the ones in the lead. Calvin and Princess.
As you guys are walking into the city, you start to notice signs of shops and different buildings. You notice one sign that is a tavern that has the look to be made like it's like a small mansion. And on the sign is a picture of a ghost playing a fiddle. This is the Jollygeist Tavern. You walk past the guard post, walk past a place called Horse-Drawn Goods. You walk past a shop called the Black Heart Inn. Walk past a blacksmith and his shop, the Silver Anvil. You see what looks like an apothecary with a greenhouse titled Eye of Nude Emporium. You walk by a cart shop with a cart salesman out front.
It's the same
peddling his
dang
wares.
person.
It is Deals on Wheels.
There's
You
fun.
walk past what looks like a bookstore called Sniffer's Hideout, and you can see a little kobold running back and forth, rearranging books on shelves as she like has to climb up a little step stool to like reach the top shelf.
Hey, Johan, maybe we can
Back
get you
and
some more
forth.
books.
Yeah, maybe we can actually. Maybe you can start reading.
You can see up ahead of you in the center of town Geralf's Manor. You also step by another tavern called the Broken Poet. You walk by an armory called the Sleeping Dragon. A butcher shop called Tyfex's Butcher Shop. And you walk by what looks to be the town's magic item shop called The Solution.
Is there a tailor?
There does seem to be a tailor in town. The tailor's shop is currently looking like it's being rebuilt, though.
Heck, nabbit.
I think we could still probably get something from there.
It looks like they're like redoing the face of the shop at the moment. You could probably go over and talk to them.
It's just a bit of renovation. We could probably slip in through the side or something. I could break a window, get what we want, leave.
So rob the place?
Who says we can leave gold? We don't have to be robbing the place.
Or just takes the brunt of a rapier. Bonk.
Oh, fair.
All right, I guess what's really going to happen with this is both you and me are going to keep each other in check. No.
Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough.
We have we have more important things to do than.
I just want to get a dress to cover my chicken feet. Look, listen, if people were to know more of what I am, I won't leave.
Can't we just get you boots?
Yoshiko is going to lift up her feet, and they are bigger than her face.
We can work something out.
It's either we lie and we rely on dice rolls, this is me speaking, or Yoshiko gets like another line of defense
You
so that
could.
we don't have to wait for somebody to notice her feet.
Perception check. I look around for a burlap sack and a small cart that can almost be considered a wheelchair. I rolled a 3. I'm not using this thing anymore.
You could.
Good to know.
You could
Rolls a-
stay
rolls
in
a
the cart.
16. What
I
the
know.
heck?
It's fine. I don't want to interact with
These
Geralt
guys are
at
rolling
all,
pretty well, actually.
if at all possible.
That might be best.
Exhibit A.
So,
Is it B?
how is that gonna work with him inside and you outside?
I would assume somebody else would babysit me, or you trust me to hold my own, assuming someone comes to kidnap me.
No,
'Cause
I
that's
can-
been the
Well, I
pattern.
trust that.
I'm on babysitting duty for her. I can keep her in check.
But I'm not going to be going in to visit Geralt.
Oh.
That's the
So
problem.
as you're walking by the thread shop, you see it's called Ghoul
I don't see a
Hunters
problem with
Threads, as this female halfling is out front and she's like directing somebody who's like hoisting it up, a group of workers, this new sign that says Ghoul Hunters Threads if they're getting it put into place.
Oh, fun.
I was gonna say something. Totally blinked.
Go on.
Never mind. I forgot what I was
Okay.
gonna say.
I'll just not visit Geralt. We can just make that easy.
I mean,
And I can just hang out. Not here.
We do need to get a room and we're probably gonna stay the night.
I can do that. Easy enough task.
Yeah, we could. Well, I don't want to split the party because we've been over that.
We're gonna have to split the party here.
or we don't, and we just deal with the consequences later.
Idea. And I take out my bag of tricks and open it. Oh, wrong bag. Swap out the bags.
Are you
Open
gonna
it.
try to put me in the bag of holding?
If we give you just a little straw that you can breathe out of, we could just put you in here, and you can just hang out, play a little ring toss, inside the bag.
What the heck?
All you gotta do is,
Sit on your little swing with the bell.
yeah, and you just breathe through a tube,
She's a bird.
and you can just hang out with us in mid pocket. You can be inside a bag of holding. I've been inside this thing a couple times. That's
Technically, if you
full
did have
weight.
a breathing tube that you were breathing through, you wouldn't use the air in the.
Wait.
You wouldn't necessarily use all the air in your
7.
thing.
Well,
So-
plus 8, so 15.
Don't feel.
I
You had
got
a snorkel, technically.
I got a 15 for insight.
You can tell that I'm probably lying because you've never seen me go inside the bag.
Like, have you?
Irrelevant. Now,
Okay.
Calvin, is part of the reason you think that all of these things are okay because of your previous crew? What did they do to hurt you?
a single tear was going down my
They make you get in the bag of holding
More
with a straw.
PTSD starts going through his head.
I don't talk much about what happened on that ship. Anyway, so are you getting in the bag or not?
Gosh, if you people want me there, that's fine. But you have a 50-50 bet that I'm not just gonna steal Cairo's gun and shoot him.
We have Revivify.
If the man
we all look.
was dead, it would be better for like 50% of the continent. And part of me just wants to ask Cairo if he'd be down for a suicide bomber.
Okay. We leave.
But we're not doing that.
We leave Marcella to watch over Yoshiko, and then we go inside for a minute.
It's fine.
They have girl time. They keep a dog.
You can get. We have 2 dogs.
We got 2 dogs. Give them both the dogs.
You can go. How about you and Marcella go find some rooms for us?
Wow, so the original plan sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I leave. Be gone.
CB,
As you guys are getting ready to split up, you hear a lady call out to you guys. Excuse me,
yes.
Yes.
Hello.
are you guys adventurers who are new to town?
Yes.
Give me the placard thing we have, and I take it from out of his bag and I just hold it up, and it's the scroll that says the Oath Keepers on it.
As you look over, you see a young lady who looks to be about 20 years old. She's got
Wow.
like dark chocolate brown eyes,
just
brown
say
hair
wow.
that has blonde streaks throughout it.
Wow,
That goes down
fancy.
to about shoulder length. She has a strong feminine build, and is currently wearing what looks
That's a good
like
clip.
just a plain light blue cotton top, a very common style of shirt, and then just simple brown cotton pants. In her left hand, she's got a notebook that's about like this thick,
She ain't that
Um,
thick.
and in her right hand, she just has a pencil. Or
A
what
writing-
amounts
a
to
writing
a writing utensil.
A
She's-
writing utensil.
She's got a quill or something.
Oh yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself. I just like to introduce myself to adventurers who come into town. I kind of collect their stories. It's a hobby of mine.
Don't. Don't.
My name's Eloise. It's nice to meet you guys.
Eloise is a cute.
Eloise at the plaza.
Does your party have a name?
The oath.
I'm still holding the.
We're the oath keepers.
Oath Keepers.
Whatever he says, take it with a grain of salt.
I've actually heard a little bit about your group.
Oh, you have. Well, you must have heard about the legendary. And I like what do? I like push over Aurora and like put my foot on her back and be like, hey, you've probably heard of the amazing Captain. I almost said Calico. Calvin Black.
Not once.
At this, I lift up. I poke my arm under his leg that he is up and toss it.
I attempt to turn it into a cool-looking backflip. I got a 12. Base. Hold on. Acrobatics. 17.
I'm gonna say that's a success. As he like sweeps your leg, you
only-
turn it into like a backflip, and you land in like the ta-ta, like one knee down, like.
I
pose.
explain anymore?
Weren't you a cabin boy?
Oh.
She claps. The story I heard about you guys, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that there was a werewolf called the Den Mother that you guys went into an actual werewolf den and cleared it out.
We did.
We did.
Not by ourselves.
We cleared it out.
It was very fun.
Flashbacks to her getting curb stomped by.
Yeah, like I literally turned a corner and got like I got jiggle peeks.
Flashback to the four werewolves just like kicking her on the ground.
It was so fun.
The JoJo
Yeah, it
meme.
was so great.
She definitely
I don't know.
cleaned house a lot of that.
Sure did.
I think I was the one, if I remember correctly, to give the final blow to the Den Mother.
Ramos helped
What
us.
were you doing?
We were lower level adventurers then.
What were you doing in the Den Mothers?
I was
Pull out
trying
a
my
bag, you're
best.
kinda like, right.
I was trying my best.
It's just funny because like I'm just viewing this like as if we're actually talking this in my brain, and
This happened a while
like
ago.
Aurora's like got this like charismatic attitude. You cannot see. She is all black. Like you cannot see her face. Just like oh yeah, like it was super fun. It's like who is this? Who is this girl?
Oh my gosh, you're a girl.
I also heard that you guys freed the town of Peterborough
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
from
was
a
that?
monster that was
Massachusetts.
hunting people.
When,
area.
when did that happen?
Aurora
when we
also
were-
got kidnapped. I think.
That was
Remember that one strange fellow we met and just got
Oh,
stopped?
the one that joined our party for a day and then immediately got.
what was his name again?
I don't
It doesn't.
Jonah or something?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Didn't he
matter.
die to like a
Gorfax the
tree?
Fist.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Burned alive, something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
like one of those recaps.
She's
of-
over there like,
Fire.
and we all just stopped talking and
you
like
just
looked
like
at
look
her
at her,
like,
she's got like this like face of like, that is horrible. She opens her book and starts writing it down.
Yeah,
like detail for detail of the
Our
gruesome,
party
like,
is
things that you're
interacting with a
talking about
normal
happened to
person.
them.
It's becoming very clear just how much of psychopaths we are. Anyway,
anyway. Is there anything else
I've
that we can do
collected
for you?
stories from
uh,
lots of adventuring groups, but this is the first time I've actually met one that I've heard any stories about before. If you need anything at all when you're in town, please just let us know. I'd be happy to tour you around. Help you in any way that I can.
What was your name again, small child?
Eloise Geralt.
She's older than you. This is a small child. I don't think that's a small child. I don't think.
Lovely.
Yoshiko just like
quoted
shows
like
on
strong
the
feminine
air.
dare. Like,
If you need anything, my father's the lord of the town, Thaddeus.
I turn around and I do another
Actually,
what my friend was going to say is... Cut me off.
you should.
can we meet him?
He doesn't meet a lot, and he spends a lot of time in his library or laboratory studying things or working with the healers in the village. He's a little bit of a, I don't know, I'd call him kind of a scientist or doctor. He's working on trying to see what kind of health-related things we can learn from undead. And trying to figure out if there's a way to potentially revert somebody who was infected with.
So he's trying to cure the undead?
Specifically, what infects him turns you into a zombie.
That could be a very interesting individual to meet.
Maybe you specifically could learn a thing or two from said person.
Have you guys been in town long?
We just arrived. We're actually here to see him.
Oh, well, if you need a place to stay, I definitely recommend the Jolly Geist Tavern. All of the workers there, other than the actual shop owner, are ghosts.
That is terrifying.
That's why he actually made the tavern to look like a haunted mansion.
We should definitely go there.
They're
Is that
really,
sarcasm?
they're actually
No,
really
100%. We
nice.
should definitely go there.
They're really nice people. Just tell Bosley that I sent you and
Spell
that I
magic.
paid for your first round of drinks.
Kill
And
all
he'll get
Thank
you
you.
around. I'm actually on my way to Sniffers, but I'll talk to my dad when I get back and
Kill them all.
see if I can set up a meeting. I'll try and stop by tonight at the Jolly Geist Tavern and let you guys know if he says yes to meeting with you guys.
Oh, please, put in a very good word. We're in kind of an urgent situation, so
Tell him it's about undead things.
it's right up his alley.
Okay, I'll
I'm
let him
gonna
know.
use
Is
this
what?
action to create just a small little device with the holographic projection of Lord Folkvar. Just saying, like, please do this favor and meet with them. They have an important message.
Help
I
me.
can do that.
Help
This
me, Lord
is
Thaddeus. You're our only hope.
how is this possible? I've never seen something like this. She's never seen a holographic projection before. This is ridiculously advanced technology.
So, I got this for you. I pull out the equivalent of a Sharpie and sign it with to give it back to her. Now it's memorabilia.
Using the spell minor image.
Yes. Of a sort.
Kind
It'll only last for so long.
Kind of.
Well, I should really get running now. I'll see you later. And she kind of pushes past you guys and starts moving off towards Sniffer's bookshop.
See you later, Eustace. All right, what are we doing?
Eloise.
It's Eloise.
Are we just gonna go up to the manor and just?
Not after we have the daughter asking for help.
Was she asking for
She's
help?
gonna ask if we can
Yes,
meet with
she's
her
gonna set
father,
up a
the
meeting.
Lord.
Okay, so do we just go back to the tavern, get slammed for a while, and then burn that bridge when we get there?
That's a
Recommendation,
terrible idea.
Don't get
Let's
slammed.
do it.
All right.
That's why we're gonna do it. We're gonna find out if robots can get drunk today.
I am with the robots.
Somebody get this man
You
some
soak your
oils.
circuits
drunk
in
off
there
like a
long
WD-40.
enough, you gotta absorb
Let's get high.
something.
Oh wow, I'm like
No.
so
power.
slippery right
I guess we go to the tavern.
All right, I'm
He's
following
just like
you.
lubing his joints with graphite.
I was like, wow, this is so nice.
I guess we're going.
I kick down the door.
Desi says Calvin seems to be into older women.
Yeah. Oh.
I can neither confirm nor deny these accusations.
Allegations.
Accusations are correct.
Alligators.
Accusation.
I can see he's already started his drinking.
Yeah, we're not even in the bar yet, and I'm like,
He starts thinking about alcohol and
You've
starts
been
getting the
pre
effects.
gaming.
pre-gaming
Aurora.
the whole way there.
So, are we going
Pre-games
to?
the bar.
So are we going to this hotel already right now?
The tavern, yes.
I guess so.
And, okay, cool. All right.
I say I guess so. It's probably my fault.
Is there anything you need to do, Aurora?
So, from that one battle that we did, no one here got personal funds from that. We got that, and that went to party funds, right?
Well, I mean, I technically got personal funds, but it was it was my share of the party funds.
Right.
Shit.
Aurora would
Brag to stay quiet.
Yeah, continue.
Aurora would like to know if she would have any idea where a bounty board would be.
In this town, if you would guess, in this town, probably near the guard post. In most towns, generally, if they don't have a designated place, it's right by the guard post.
Aurora just says to the group, if anyone here wants to come with me, and if not, it's totally fine. I kind of want to look at a bounty board and see if there's anything that we can work with.
It might be something worth for you to do.
Here, this is shaking, and I don't know how it's shaking.
Can you jail on camera?
We are leaning a lot this way.
No, I mean,
it's fine on
no,
camera.
angle-wise, we're fine, but I'm watching it go.
It's probably because I'm
if
bouncing
I
my
shake it
legs.
on, it bumps my table. It
Oh, that's
moves the
totally
legs.
what.
That's probably what
100%.
it is. That's fine. That's
So
fine.
that's what Aurora says. She says, "Anyone here want to come to the bounty board with me?"
If there's any bounties she finds, that might be worth for you to do.
Why?
So you're not here.
But why would I want to split from the party completely, entirely to go off and leave the town?
No. We're not gonna go and leave right now. I just want to know if there's bounties and what the rewards look like.
We can go look at that if you really want to.
We can go check it out. There's no way. I mean, we've got some time to spare at the moment.
Yeah.
You should go.
Aurora
talk
just
to
says-
you real quick.
Okay, yep.
Aurora just says, "Okay," turns, leaves.
All right, I'm not going with you.
Goes
Yeah,
right to
we're
the
not-
guard.
I'm like,
Calvin, I'm being babysat by someone else. You can go. Fine. You're my babysitter now. You suck.
well, no, I'm obligated to stay with you because of the IOU, so I stay.
All right then.
Continue.
Do you want? All right.
I'm just here.
Aurora walks to the guard post.
Where did you hear all this stuff about Thaddeus from?
My parents mostly.
I've heard two very different conflicting.
Just because he wants to cure people or something and has a laboratory does not mean that it isn't a prideful son of a gun who would burn my village to the ground if he got a hold of it. Two things can be true at once.
Would
True.
you? Are you this? Are you? Don't you feel
But
the same
those
way
are-
about him?
Can we not do this in the middle of a tavern? I would like a room, please.
You guys haven't gotten over to the tavern yet. You're still in the
Yeah,
middle
we're just like in the
road.
middle of the road.
Can we not do this in public? We're not supposed to talk about this. In
All right, let me
Okay,
run
let's
ahead
go
a
to
little
the
bit.
tavern first.
Yeah, let me run ahead and get us a room really quick.
As you guys head over to the tavern, I'm going to quickly go to Aurora, and then we'll hop to you guys. So, heading to the guard post, you see it's not a very large building, but out front you can see the bounty board posted up, and there are a couple of papers up on it today. There's also some like news bulletins of like recent things that have happened. You can see one thing that's like a weather forecast, and it says sunny, expect the probability of low ground fog to pop up, and expect medium-sized hordes wandering around.
medium.
Aurora just looks
Today.
at Aurora looks at this and says, "This is not a place I want to be for a while."
Yeah, they have an undead weather
Oh
forecast.
my gosh.
Your likelihood of running into undead on the road based on the weather.
This is not cool. This is not fair.
Looking at the board, looks like one of the bounties is an escort mission. Caravans that come through are always trying to hire more people to guard caravans, and it's paying like 5 silver a day as you escort it to the next city. It's pretty standard fare.
What's the?
You see one that talks about sightings of undead trolls in the woods and has a bounty to see if somebody can kill one and bring a head in. You see that there is a bounty to
How much is the troll?
the undead troll bounty is 40 gold.
Wow. Okay.
You can see that there's one that is put out that is Leads Wanted, and it's by the actual town guard. And on it says, strange undead amalgamations have been spotted around the city at night. We'd like some information, if anybody has it, about these creatures, and to see if anyone can confirm or corroborate the rumors that there are undeads that look like they've been created by a Stitcher slot.
And then how much do they give per information, I guess? How is that scaled?
For the information, it's it says up to 1 gold piece for information. It's kind of one of those things where it's like we don't know if it's substantiated or anything, so until we know if anything's substantiated, we're not gonna.
Makes sense. Of course, that makes sense.
But a gold piece is very enticing if you have any information that actually will go in it.
And and that's it for the bounty board?
You see one that's like 10 copper, and it's some person being like, "Hey, I've got rats in my cellar. If you'll come and clear them out, I'll pay you 10 copper."
Cool.
So there's not a lot. There is one though as well that is a bounty, and it's a bounty for the Lost Woods area, and the bounty is on a frost giant that lives up in that area, and it says if you can kill the frost giant, we'll pay you 2,000 gold.
Aurora looks at the town guard. I assume there's one there, right?
Yeah.
What do you? This frost giant. How far of a day's travel would this be?
Through to the Lost Woods, it's 5 days to the Lost Woods, and they don't exactly know where the giant lives up there. They just know that there is a frost giant that's up there that has attacked people.
Would Aurora know anything
And
about?
occasionally comes down to raid stuff in the territory of Lord Darrell.
Would Aurora know anything about frost giants? Was there ACs or health or anything?
Not really. You've never encountered a frost giant.
Aurora asks the guard the same question.
We honestly don't know too much about it. This has been posted up here for a couple months at this point. It's mostly activity from near Pine Watch. It's not something that we have to deal with down here.
Okay.
But, so unfortunately, I don't have much information for you.
Makes sense. I appreciate it. And just to make sure, the troll head, it's 40 per head, or is it 40 per group?
40 per head if you can find them and
gosh.
bring them in.
Okay. Thank you.
No
And
problem.
then just kind of just for your time, flick
And
some.
if you're considering going up into the Lost Woods, but careful about the dragon that's up there.
A dragon.
Yeah, there's a dragon that calls those woods home. It's the blasted thing that actually causes it to snow up there.
What type of a dragon is it? Is it just white or?
Some people say it's more of a whitish green color, but
Is that what we're rocking with? That's kind of what we're going after. Yeah.
but if you ask me, it's people misidentifying either a white dragon or a green dragon.
And whether they live long enough.
My
to,
personal bet is a white dragon,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
but it's aggressive,
It's a mint
so
dragon.
not many people go up to the Lost Woods anymore.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And it very well leaves us alone down here, so we don't have any form of bounty or anything on it.
That was
It,
totally by accident.
Leaves us alone.
Okay.
Do you touch your foot?
Totally did not mean to.
If you are considering going that way after the frost guy, I would just warn you about that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Flick some gold, silver piece, and
Thank
Sorry.
I appreciate it. Yeah, dude. What's going on over there?
Alright, hopping over to the other group.
I walk back to where they're at.
Yeah. Stepping up to the front of the Jolly Guys Tavern, you see that it looks like there are swinging lanterns in some of the windows. In some areas, lights go off flicker a little bit and like come back on the outside. You can see that there's like a swing on the porch or a rocking chair that like rocks by itself with no one there. And as you step up, a figure like becomes translucent, but you can more see him. He becomes more opaque as there's this like old man smoking a pipe who's see-through and like very slightly blue, sitting in this chair. He like puffs out a thing of smoke and then disappears again. As he says, "Welcome to the Jolly Geist Tavern."
Are you a ghost?
You got
Clearly.
brain damage.
Are you a landlocked pirate?
I forgive me, and I go up and try to put my hand in
The
it.
hand like goes through him, and he just goes, "It feels weird."
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Sorry about him.
Can you eat anything? I don't know. I run to the counter. Bread rolls now.
Oh my
You like
gosh.
step in, and as you step in, you see like floating plates and stuff like moving out to people's tables, and the chandelier like swinging softly back and forth. You can see that people's chairs are like levitating like a couple inches off of the ground,
I come in and see all
and the
this.
tables are as well.
180. Go back to you guys. I think he was right about the
And
ghosts.
the inside interior looks like a fancy manners dining hall, is what it's designed to look like. There are, instead of like wall sconces, you have candles that are floating around the room, giving off light.
That is nice.
Cool.
This is a very nice interior of a tavern, and you can see there's a lot of people being like fairly, it's like strangely respectful and like noble for a tavern type atmosphere.
No bar fights and
Yeah, it's not like bar
vulgarities.
fights. People are like respectful of this place.
I mean, the ghosts are just gonna possess you and walk you on out, so I don't think.
Can ghosts do possession?
I assume so. They can.
As you're standing there, you feel like this cold chill as this like waitress like walks through you with a cup of ale.
Oh my gosh, that just happened. Ah,
I feel violent.
yes. I don't know. I don't know how to feel right now. I feel warm inside, but also really cold inside.
I ain't touching that with a 10-foot
And,
pole.
she like moves through, stops, curtsies. Pardon me. As she continues moving off, and she goes and hands an ale to a guy.
How old is said dead woman?
Oh my god.
She looks to be like maybe 22. She's got like long hair
Yeah,
that
so
goes down to
older.
like just past the shoulders, so like shoulder blade length. And she's wearing like a equivalent of almost like a medieval sundress that like has the like white poofy sleeves and like the kind of like leathery
Calvin, it won't work.
apron. Like,
Curse this mortal plane. I take out a hatchet. Yeah. I put it like.
Calvin,
and that, folks, is called being down very bad.
just because you die doesn't mean you're gonna be a ghost attached to this place.
The fact.
A single tear.
You hear an older gentleman, bald top, little bit of a like white goatee. As he steps over, he's probably 80s, you would say, human. He steps over, wiping some glasses off of the counter into like a big bin that he's got, like wooden container to carry him as he sets it over on the side. We've got about 150 spirits that inhabit this tavern. They do everything that we need them to.
Is that guy we're talking to right there a ghost?
He is real.
No, he's the only worker who's actually alive.
Gotcha.
They're mostly people who didn't necessarily want to pass on, but enjoy working and helping out. And so, through a little bit of convincing, I guess, we decided to open up a haunted mansion tavern. And here we are after 50 years, still open.
Lovely
And
business.
doing well. When we first started, we had about 10 ghosts here, and now we're at 150.
Oh.
So we've expanded a couple times. We're now 3 floors.
Wow.
That is impressive. How much would it cost for 3 rooms?
3 rooms, my normal price is about 10 silver a room.
We can do that.
And we, okay.
I assume like
You have
Aurora
time.
walks in.
I slap
This
3
point.
gold on the table and say, I think this should cover it.
Boy
Throw in a
math.
bottle of booze too.
It's just boy math at that point. So dumb.
He takes the 3 and says, what kind of drinks do you want?
Do you got anything that's like special to this area?
I've got something. And he taps on a bottle back behind him that is, it's one of those old bottles where it like goes straight up, comes in, and then you have like the glass cork top.
Yeah.
He taps on it, and as he taps on it, it floats off the wall, begins moving, and you see it has like this light bluish green teal liquid inside of it. It's about half full. He taps on it, and it like floats out. 3 glasses, or a glass for everyone in the party, like floats up. Lines himself up on the counter as it like goes through and pours. He goes, we call this the ectoplasm.
Stop.
Hold on, wait. Are we
Hold
getting there?
Balling.
Technical difficulties? Good?
Maybe.
Good? It's good?
This is on PVC pipes.
It's kind of a fruity alcoholic drink.
Fruity.
You know that. That corner's too far back.
Like it's
Yeah.
Towards us, and then
Move
move
the
that one to like
bottom.
the side a little bit. Technical difficulties, guys.
That's
Give us a
better.
second. Is that fine? That looks fine.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Thanks, fine. Just don't bump.
Oh,
my
he's-
gosh.
Yeah.
The 6 glasses are set out.
It's so. I think it's also that one.
The heck? Oh.
yeah. Well, let's just
Put that one back.
hold
where
on
it
a
was.
second. This
Can you,
Benny, put that one back where it was. Leave that one alone. Check that leg though. Is it
This one's-
bottom?
No, this one's fine. It's like it hasn't. This one's not causing any
it's
problem.
leaning that
Because
way.
that's the one that's leaning, causing it to tilt.
it's because it's warped. All weird.
That,
This is why we
that,
need-
that pipe is really.
That one, I think is also causing an issue.
Yeah, that I think that because this one is like it's.
Maddie,
only-
we need your help.
It is like rotated.
Yeah.
With the pole.
that's what-
Did I break it?
No, you didn't. We just we need help with it.
Okay, which pole?
that one.
Yeah. I don't know
Put it
what
a little
it
bit
is.
closer to the table. Yeah, there you go, and then that should go there.
Well, it's still everything's rotating.
Yeah, everything is rotated. Like that leg should not be that far over.
It's been like this.
Yeah, slight.
That's the thing.
Like this.
But it,
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
see how it's leaning now? It's been like this. It was moved like this
Yeah,
because it was
move it.
doing that.
Yeah,
So
but
if
when
you
we
push
made it,
out the
it was
leg so that it's all like
Hold
this,
on.
It's
or is it just struggling in general?
just
It's just struggling. We just
No,
need to
this is
reset
fine.
it.
Like how it is right now is fine.
Yeah.
If it's fine and it's working,
Sorry.
it's fine.
Fix our stuff.
We'll get it fixed later. But anyway.
Hey, this is. Do we have a Patreon yet?
No.
We should set up.
Technically, we
Mail us
do.
money.
Mail us money.
Technically, we do.
This
we
is
just
why we're
haven't
trying to hit
published
affiliate
it yet
people.
because
So
I
we
was
can
told
upgrade our
not
setup
to.
to make it better for you.
We haven't
should-
done anything.
We should set up one, and then we should get a Patreon. If you guys want to help support us, you should go to our Patreon. Anyways, that's another day.
We'll get that
I
set up.
have it.
And just publish
sorry.
it. If people want to join, then we can retroactively
Anyway.
give rewards.
So
Anyway.
the ghost just poured us all a drink, and he called it the ectoplasm.
No, the living guy did.
Was it the living guy?
No, it was a ghost.
Yeah, I
that
thought-
did
I
it.
think it
He
was a
tapped
freaking-
on a bottle and then a ghost did it for him. As it sets down, he goes, "Thanks, Garth." And you see
Wow.
this like figure appear for a moment. He looks a little bit like a Western bartender as he like tips a hat and then disappears.
I do a very courteous, the same thing back. Okay, I wasn't intending to drink these all right now. I was planning on saving this bottle for later. However, I take the glass.
It tastes of a little bit of like blueberry and watermelon, on like a little bit of like a lemonade mixed with like a gin.
Calvin sets it down and goes, "Someone get this away from me, because I want more."
Room?
Room?
You have the money, I assume, right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
He
Pay the
put down the
gentleman?
2 gold. He put down 3 gold.
I paid 3 gold for all
Oh,
of it.
wonderful.
Yeah,
So you're leaving now.
It's all on him now,
You
apparently.
can.
Uh,
Calvin,
the,
are you-
the 3 gold should cover you guys for
Wonderful. Thank you.
several nights.
Yeah.
Because people.
Aurora walks in. What did I miss?
I just pick up
Calvin
I
wasting
pick up
money.
a drink and give it to you, and I say, "Try it."
And literally
They'll
just
cover
goes.
you- the,
Over
three,
the
the
shoulder.
3 gold will cover you guys for 5 nights.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Bink. That's what I'm saying, right?
Cairo, you had something.
Wait, maybe
to
I should do
discuss
like a deception.
You
We can just
you
leave
don't even have
and
to.
leave these
No,
people
yeah,
to
try
drink.
it.
He's so toast.
4, but you're already gone.
He's toasted.
do disadvantage. Disadvantage. That's 17. Yeah. I rolled a 4, but yeah, it's there.
I choose to not.
Do anything
Yeah, no, I don't even notice it.
Because you're just so toasted.
Constant.
Anyway,
Are we just waiting here now for?
I guess.
You're the one that started drinking, man. I am leaving.
Are we waiting here for what's his name? For the lady to come back, Erica or something like that.
Eloise.
Whatever. Well, we're just waiting for her now.
We're
Aurora
here
just
because he wants to talk about sensitive information.
Aurora just looks at the barkeeper, tender person. Have these people been? I don't know why I was suddenly like very much a man there. Have these people been causing you any problems? They're my friends. I'm with them, but like.
You think we'd cause problems at a bar? Come on.
Yeah.
Who do you think we are?
You're Princep.
Yeah.
Of course we are.
You're Princep.
And you're an idiot.
And I'm Calvin.
Yeah.
Yoshiko is just gonna march upstairs.
He
I'm
he
just
turns to you, kind of goes, "Anything I can get you, metal friend?"
Aurora goes up with you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks for the offer, though.
Aurora literally walks up with Yoshiko.
Have fun.
So you all 3 go up.
Yes.
I stay down, and
Somebody else gets to babysit
I'll
him.
stay with you.
Thank you.
As you guys head up to your rooms, you find that they are pretty large and spacious
Oh, is that
compared
not-
to your normal rooms. Each of the beds is a full king size bed, and there's like full amenities in your room. It's made to look like you are staying in a fancy manor
Wow,
that
this
just
is
happens to be haunted.
very nice.
It just so happens.
Each room has their own mini chandelier,
You know what I just realized?
full length mirror.
Like walks in with the 3 of you. You know what I just realized? These. Oh, is it just you and me?
it's
I mean,
the
unless
3 of you. So you would be saying the 2 of. Anyway, sorry.
Aurora just kind of looks around and
Numbers.
says, "You know, there's clearly ghosts here. We would never know if they're in our room.
I don't.
I didn't want to bring that up, but I have fun.
So if
One of the ghosts,
choosing
one of the
or
ghosts like
showering-
walks by carrying a tray that looks like it has like stew and stuff on it. He goes, "We're ghosts, not perverts."
You know what? I actually feel better now.
I can only do so much, y'all.
I go to the one lady that walked through me. And I'm like already like feeling. I'm like, you could show up randomly in my room.
Would
she
you?
She just looks at you. I'm dead. What's the point?
Yeah, Calvin.
Would
It's
you?
not gonna work.
Aurora looks at Yoshiko and says,
She does chuckle though.
"Would
Like just keeps on doing what she's doing.
I'm a bit disconnected with everything that's going on. I've been thinking about a lot of things and working on small things on the side of these conversations that everyone else has been having. What is going on with you? You look very tired. What's happening?"
In general.
No.
Dang, we're always calling you out, right?
Well, no. Like I also genuinely
Comes to
like right
feel.
now like I actually don't know what you two need to talk about. I don't really know what's going on.
Either. What are you trying to talk to me about?
Well,
I was wondering where your information from Thaddeus came from, because you very much hate him, and everything Kairos heard that wasn't from you about him seems like he's a nice guy generally, but just cares about killing undead and nothing else.
Anyway,
So another
As
Johan.
a general rule, I can be mad at whoever I want.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't be mad. I'm just curious because like things aren't adding up
Okay.
anyway,
to Cairo.
are you
I'm sorry.
here?
He's in the
The
room.
three of us are here. Okay, got it.
The two of us are down in the
We're
room.
downstairs.
I feel like I'm chaperoning something.
All right, so
I'm older than all of you combined.
We need a robot.
I still
yeah,
feel like
but
I'm
you're also
chaperoning the
very
conversation.
irresponsible. Just
Well, as of right now.
as, of right now.
Me-
Also, I like how
Robot,
nobody
very
told the
responsible.
tavern keep that Eloise sent them after she told you to.
I was going to.
Play
but
a
I'm
politics
drinking,
card.
so-
This is a him thing. This is his own fault.
Sorry.
How are you doing in general?
I really don't like it that I'm here. Like, really, really, really don't.
Why? The town?
Did I discuss this with the entire party? Please forgive me. Does anybody remember?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We discussed this in front of Lord Folkvar, right?
Not the full
Some-
reason.
So
Where Yoshiko just expressed his life. And so
Yeah,
you're just trying to
just-
get context.
yes.
Am
So
I understanding
well,
that
I'm saying
correctly?
like, are you feeling uncomfortable? I feel like this is just you and me. Like,
You're just trying to get context.
yes. So are like,
Me
is
and you
it?
talked, but I don't think Cairo and Yoshiko did.
Anyway.
We might have talked out of characters. But
Oh my gosh, there's so many things I have to
Okay,
keep track
that's why I'm
of.
talking
This is where we answer questions.
to you. So are
This is important.
it's like a one-on-one.
are you like trying to? Like, are you upset about being in the village, or are you upset about being here with all the
I'm
ghosts?
upset about being anywhere near Thaddeus's realm.
And
So,
we're in his realm right now.
yes, we're literally in the town he lives in trying to meet with him. The reason I don't like him, do you know how my family has like that really nice holy tea
The what?
thing? The company my family has, the holy
Yes.
tea. We only have that because my family is the sole protector and guardian over a holy water fountain in my village.
Yeah.
Thaddeus wants it.
Oh.
And because the nightmare wastes are in his realm, as you people do this gesture for saying things sarcastically.
Yes, I've seen this.
Yes. Sidebar.
I
Trying to
developed it
explain
hundreds of
this to a Japanese person was a fetching nightmare because I did it once during the English lesson. Horrible moment. Moving on. If he knew where my village was, we would be burnt to the ground and stomped out of extinction because we told him no.
So
You don't get the spring. And
Why-
he focuses on undead entirely.
why does he want to take the spring?
Because if he had his own unlimited supply of holy water, it would make a lot of what he's doing so much easier. But he refuses to do business with us.
And he'd never have to deal with the church, which he also refuses to do business with.
That's the other thing. So he claims sole ownership over my village.
It sounds like
Elder said frick you, he said frick you, and we're just playing a game of chicken.
It sounds like this Thaddeus character is bad.
In my opinion, yes.
Okay.
But when we were talking to Eloise, his daughter, yes, there's bias on both sides.
Yes.
Bias on both sides.
Said that he's looking into having to cure zombies and undead, looking into the medical side of things.
Well, it sounds like there needs to be a very specific person who needs to speak to this guy.
The only ones that could speak to him really, that he doesn't have a bias on their background, would be me and Calvin.
Does he know me?
No, but you're a cleric. You're part of the Church of Kiana, even tangentially.
Not.
Associated.
Tangentially, you
I've,
are.
I've been excommunicated from the church.
But you are still,
Because I'm a cleric?
because you're a cleric, you're still kind of like,
You're tangential to
Because
the
I have a holy symbol?
yeah, kind of. It's like, oh, you're just kind of
Although yours,
related. in
yours
that way.
isn't
It's
Holy
not
Symbol
all
of
of
Kiana,
Kiana.
though. Yours is of Lucina the Moon Goddess.
It's
He-
still
but he
like
is trying
church
to-
related. Is what
But he
he's
is trying to get back in the church.
I mean, he doesn't know I've been excommunicated, though. So,
That's a fact.
I mean, could I come with you guys and that would be bad?
I'm saying we all go as a party.
Yeah, we go as a party.
Even Yoshiko.
The reason that I don't
here,
want to
not
go is because, from my understanding, if Thaddeus knew who I was, that I was the daughter to the important family that owns the holy water spring and knows where everything is,
How
I would
he
never
know
leave.
that?
Chicken feet. I can only lie so many times before he's going to figure it out.
He could know that you're from the village. He doesn't have to know that you're part of that family.
But I don't want to talk to a person who Listen, I know I'm not good at controlling my emotions. I know this. I don't want to get the party in trouble by losing my cool and trying to stab a man.
So then maybe you shouldn't come. Am I missing something? Or
Gyra wants me to come, and I'm telling him no.
why? Should she? I don't know. I feel like I've just been studying my scrolls.
I feel like if she got another perspective on him, it might change.
Is there any way that we can
Scares
record the
me.
conversation?
I want to go.
Like a sending stone?
Sending stones only send 25
You can
points.
come upstairs.
Oh, we all know Calvin wouldn't do that.
Is there a way that
I'm with him, so
There's.
I mean, if she doesn't, you trust.
technically me and Marcella.
Wait, if we were as a party to go and you're not there, and we come back and recap everything to you word for word, would you believe us? And would you have the humility to potentially change your angle on your emotions toward him?
I'm fine with working with him, whatever we most 90% of what he probably would want us to do, I'm fine with doing. I understand that the fetching world needs to be saved.
I feel
But
like
I'm not willing to risk existential problems for my village, one that can be easily avoided.
I feel like she would.
Easily set boundaries and say we're not going to do business with him. Figure out some other way if he does threaten the same thing if you don't tell him stuff. But at the same time, you also have more knowledge on him, even if it is more biased than the rest of the party combined, and you would be useful there.
What does Yoshiko know about Thaddeus beyond what her parents have told her? It's just basically that he wants to take over that area because of the holy water spring, right? This is all hearsay from her parents
Pretty
and
much.
elders.
Also, what other people have told you, such as Thaddeus Gerolf saying that he finds him as kind of like an arrogant prick. But other than that, mostly hearsay.
So, I feel, personally, and whatever happens, happens. But whatever poses the party the less risk would be the best option, in my opinion. Because we have some big goals, and we need a lot of big help. Now, I'm not saying that those could be jeopardized just because Yoshiko flips a switch and gets upset. I'm not saying that. But if she feels she would be emotionally untangled if she were to be with us, then maybe that's not a good idea.
I just don't know what knowledge you think I necessarily have beyond. All of my stuff is hearsay and is coming from people being concerned and biased themselves.
And also, does it matter whether she likes him or not?
No.
Then she shouldn't come if she thinks she's going to kill him.
I guess what would be the benefit that you're seeing from this?
Purely just character development.
Not really character event, but not being left out of the loop, and potentially that if Kyra thinks you know more than you do.
Oh, this makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
Because
insight.
the vibe I
Kyra
was
was
getting.
all about logic and doesn't. Emotions do come in play, but not logic trumps everything.
Oh, so
And
you
so
think
he's always like, oh, she clearly knows something more to make her hate him.
geez. Nope. Yoshiko's just
Just biased.
Yoshiko's just overreacting a titch.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't come
Either way,
unless
we have one goal with Thaddeus
Mm-hmm.
to get him to vote on to delay the election.
Okay.
That is our main goal with him.
So what? How are we going to do that? I assume you're.
That's what we need to talk to him.
Calvin kicks down the door.
I naturally have been following it. I don't trust
I don't actually do that.
40
Come on, do it.
ectoplasms deep, baby.
If you guys want me to,
As you're like kicking the door, and you're like 40 ectoplasms deep, baby.
19 to kick down the door.
Shoot his
I aim for the hinges.
You try to kick the open door. just like
It just hits open really fast or something.
no, the door's already open. He just like kicks the space
We
for the
didn't-
door.
what do you
would be.
mean?
We would have had a door closed. We're having
Why do we
conversation.
have to specify this?
You kick the door open.
It doesn't break anything.
I would
I
run.
don't. I'm holding two
Your
cups of
pockets are
ectoplasm.
now another gold lighter from all of your drinks.
Fair enough. Do I need to roll a Constitution score?
We both know you're drunk.
Fair enough. I was gonna say I rolled one earlier and it was a 1. So
Yeah, I don't need you to roll one. I know the point. You can choose to fail them, so.
All right, metal man. Let's see if you can take it. And I just hand you a cup of oil. It's just like a shot glass full of oil. Cheers.
Somehow he's found motor oil.
Oh.
Or it's just vegetable oil.
I gave you the wrong one.
I've been with him the whole time. I don't know where he found that.
It's like not even oil.
Gosh.
No idea either.
Don't know what that was.
It's like grease from a kitchen grease.
My man. My big man. My
Would
middle
it be
man.
good to talk to Thaddeus
What are we
in a few
gonna?
hours?
Yeah.
Look at the paladin. The paladin can sober him up.
True.
Please don't sober me up. I don't like sober.
I can do it now.
He represses
If we
me.
want.
Hides me
No,
inside.
you can't.
Right.
I
How many fingers am I holding up?
aren't you made of metal? Don't you technically not have fingers?
That has no bearing on
That's not the
how
same
many
thing.
fingers I have.
3.
No.
Oh.
4. No.
You're focusing really hard on the double vision. You're like, I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Yeah. It's looking like I'd like to phone a friend.
Two.
There's one.
So, what are we gonna offer this wee bastard so that he works with us? We have absolutely nothing.
I don't know. That's why I was hoping you'd come in with your vast
Well,
knowledge. I don't know.
Well, I
We know he hates undead.
What am I gonna be like? Yeah, go ahead, cut me open, study me. I died once.
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What do you want me to do? I don't understand.
I can give you one bird person kidney for information.
What did I What the heck?
We're not trading organs with people.
We just.
What are we talking about?
I didn't even know that he studied undead till I got here.
Who are we talking about?
Thaddeus.
I think-
Girl.
The gladiator, right.
No.
I think you might need to sober him for this conversation.
My thought is 5.
we need you to be sober and serious.
Oh, it was one of those things.
No, you won't.
Fair.
I was seriously drunk.
So we're trying to come up with ideas for what to offer Thaddeus in exchange for delaying the vote.
Well-
have we thought of just offering him money?
We don't have enough money to influence
We
him.
don't have enough money to influence him. I don't have the influence in the church,
Well,
and I don't think he would want that
what
anyway.
is? Do we have anything of value in general?
Well, for him, probably not. The hope is that we kind of
I
have
have
to.
3.5 pounds of moon silver.
We do have 3.5 pounds of moon soup.
That may not be enough to convince him to
It's
do
moon
this.
silver.
Do you
It is
really
It is
moon
moon
silver.
soup.
to give him the moon silver though?
I don't want to.
Could
Sorry. This is so off topic, and I'm sorry. When Aurora walked into the tavern, did she see any signs or inclinations of there being like a gambling?
a gambling.
Gosh.
Aurora's gonna just listen to this and just like boop, clock out, and just I was literally, I don't know what's going on right now, and leave. Say, I'll be right back. I need some bread, and then she's gonna walk downstairs and she's gonna attempt to just like trigger light conversation, be like, hey, do you guys like gamble here? Like, you guys do any of that? And it could be a no, it could be a yes, but that's what she's gonna try to do. That's the goal.
She steps down.
Yep. No, you're good.
I mean,
The hope is because all we really have is the knowledge that the election may go in favor for vampires. So we're basically trying to see whether he hates undead more than he hates the church.
So you're going in with no leverage to see what he wants.
We virtually have no leverage essentially.
However,
However,
the only leverage we have is that you're from the village, and we're not going to use that against him because that would be drink you.
Thank you.
What if we did though?
So, Yoshiko
Hear me out.
punches you.
I was gonna say smack him. Smack him.
You didn't let me finish.
That's an unnatural 20. I assume you have a higher AC.
Yes.
Wonderful. You just missed Yoshiko trying to uppercut you. Just
Are you-
upon the mention of this.
Hear me out.
You want to what?
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not saying we actually do it.
Unless somebody physically restrains Yoshiko, things are going to continue. I would like to point
I got
this
this. I go up
What
and
if there-
grab her arms and just kind of just hold
What
her
if there's a
back.
way? What if there's a way that you two people can live in harmony and work together?
Existential dread!
Oh, he's getting stronger, man. I can't hold it for long.
We
What
won't
do
know
you
until we
mean?
talk to
Strength
Thaddeus.
score steadily increasing.
If Thaddeus, what would have to happen for Thaddeus to be willing to share? And for
Nothing.
your people to share?
The fact that my village is hidden is the only thing keeping us alive. You've seen what other villages can do. And if
Yeah.
other people knew we had holy water, we'd be screwed.
What if you traded the holy water
We've
with?
tried that.
Yes.
We have tried that. Again, it was a very much frick you situation.
So okay.
He wants
okay.
the whole thing or none of it.
So how about this? We go talk to him as a group. We try our best to kind of hide you in the.
Death.
Was that us?
Oh, was that me?
That was you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That leg that causes the issues.
It is very warped.
Sorry.
Sorry.
This is why we just put you to the back of the group and you just stay silent for a while. You know, duct tape your mouth closed or something.
I have a feeling the
What-
situation might be more than what we believe.
If in the rare instance he knows where my village is, he will just take it. We don't have the option to defend ourselves. You're essentially saying to a wolf, here's a lamb. Will
But
you exist with it?
That's what your elders and your parents have told you.
Yes. Are you trying to
That's-
suggest I shouldn't trust them?
No,
No.
what I'm saying is that is
Is it as accurate
that
as
is what
it's
the
been made to
people
be?
who are fearful of them say. Fear can make you think things of people that they would never do.
Never know.
Oh my gosh, why do you want me to not hate this person so badly,
No,
Cairo? Please
not-
explain
It's
yourself.
not that we don't want
I'm
you to
not
hate him. We're
saying-
just saying
yeah,
to
I'm
keep an open
saying
mind.
Keep an open mind. He might not be as bad as you think.
I think we meet up with the guys as a group and roll with the punches. Worst things worst, we kill him.
I will go.
And with that, I turn
I agree.
around and walk out, and I'm like, I'm gonna go fund Aurora or whatever. his
Why-
name
why
is.
am I agree-
walk-
why
walk
am I-
downstairs.
I have to follow you.
I go meet up with him.
Okay. Why am I agree with Calvin, I guess.
While I understand that things may not be as bad as they seem, I don't really have the ability to risk this. Hold on.
High low.
Oi,
You have-
Calvin, you got a coin?
This is what?
Coin, please. Ask your question.
You have the ability to form trade routes with your family, correct?
Yes.
That's part of what you're doing out here.
To an extent.
So what's stopping you from making a deal with Thaddeus?
I don't trust him to let me go once he knows who I am.
You got us. Do you think we won't be able to help you escape?
If he tries to
something
take you,
happens?
we'll kill him.
Considering
You have the power of the church, who has the backing of the archdeacon. You have me, who has the backing of another highlight elect. And then you have
Him.
Calvin, he's a
And then we have Marcella, who
seller who could sneak in and get you out.
just don't feel like I can risk this.
Okay, if that's what
I
you feel,
can
then we
go
will.
with you guys, but what kind of deal are you trying to recommend I make with him? Offer to
we're
sell
not
him?
saying.
Offer to trade holy water in exchange for protection.
Just to retry that whole bit? I don't know if I have enough influence to promise that. I am the youngest in my family. The only reason I'm out here selling things is so my parents don't get suspicious. I technically have no influence over this trade. That's all my older brothers. I'm just the youngest girl to be married off at some point to somebody who's not going to be a problem. I don't know if I could even promise.
Let's meet with him
anything.
and roll with the punches. And if it goes really, really poorly, we'll look at our options.
If it's really, really, really that important to you, I will come with. And if it
You can
really,
let
really,
me-
really gets to that point, then I'll consider it. But again, I don't know that
I
I can even
have-
promise anything.
I probably have some cloak or something that I can let you borrow that's big enough to cover your feet.
Dress.
Okay.
Smash cut to me and Aurora downstairs. We've convinced a group of guys to start betting, and we're with my double-sided coin.
Oh, no, I'm not in that. I'm not. No, don't roll me in. Don't put me in that, bro. No, because like
Actually, so as you guys go downstairs and you ask them about it, you mentioned gambling, and on the bar, like, you just see this like ghost dressed in a pirate outfit, like apparate on the counter like this.
Male or
As
female?
he's like got a like
you
ghostly coin in his hand, and he goes, "You called."
I turn. Do I recognize this guy?
No, not at all.
I go, oh, Jeremy?
How do you know my name? It's a complete guess, but you got it right.
I
we
turn
can
to
work off this. We can
I
work
turn
on
to
that.
Aurora and I say, I
That's-
got this in the bag.
That's Captain Jeremy to you.
1,000. I take off my hat. 1,000 apologies.
Captain of the Golden Siren.
I,
Anyway, I heard you want to gamble, and I'm in.
I feel like this was originally my intention, and now I've been completely
Well,
pushed
now
out.
you're both in.
no.
No.
This,
Once it's mentioned, you're all in.
this
There
was
is no backing out.
Calvin comes down just in time to like hear you announce the gambling thing.
Yeah.
Does that work? Does that work?
Yes, it does.
I give you the double-sided coin. I say, don't lose this and don't let anyone know. Well, you know what? I take it back. I give you a real coin. I give it.
Dang, man.
Now, the way that this works is going to be fairly simple. I am going to play the house as he flips a couple of like ghostly coins through his hand, and you can choose how you want to bet on it. Game option 1, we play high-low. Option 2, I give you this 4-sided dice. You tell me what number you think it is, and then if you're correct, I will quadruple what it is that you bet on. If not, you lose it.
Sidebar for a second.
Aurora has 3 gold.
I have roughly 900.
Oh.
How much are you willing for me to lose?
Do I make any money out of? And like I said, Aurora, you cannot see any of her face, but there's such a playful demeanor behind this whole thing.
We have a 300 gold limit profit per person.
I pull up to Aurora.
$2.99 it is.
Everything we get, we split it 50-50. Deal? I'm making eye contact with the other guy.
And then, do you? I don't have circle of truth. That sucks. Okay.
All right, I'll take a little bit of a gamble.
I also play liar's dice.
What is that?
It's your choice.
What is that?
Oh, that's a lying game that's very hard to master, but once you're good at it, it's pretty good.
It's that dice game they play in Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's where like everyone rolls dice and you say, "Oh, I have 3 2s," and the next person's like, "Oh, I have 5. I have 3 3s," and you try to see who's lying. It's complicated.
So we can also go for a standard coin flip.
Whatever you want to go for, I'm all in. Puts in two like little 3 stack of gold. I'm all in.
I put the gold on the table, and I put out. I go.
We'll start with you then first, lassie.
All right.
Pick your game.
We could just do a coin flip, and then we instead of using his coin because his coin's obviously cursed. I say that out loud. We could use our coin and see where it goes from there.
Yes. And here's what.
Heads or tails?
Oh, it's not a trick coin. We could use his coin. Wait, Is your coin cursed at all? Insight.
This is a standard gold coin on
Oh, is
mystery.
it just like an actual gold coin?
This is a
Oh, an
standard
actual gold
mystery
coin?
May I
gold
examine
coin.
it?
He slides it over to be examined.
I look through it. I like flip it 3 times, and I assume it lands on just like one or the other kind of thing.
2 heads, 1
Yeah.
tails.
We could use his dice, or we could use yours. I give it back to Glenn.
We
Your choice,
will
mate.
use his.
Fair enough.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Before you flip, hold on, wait.
If you succeed, I'll double the coin. If not, I get you.
Oh,
Tails
wait,
it
wait.
is.
And as you catch it,
Oh gosh, what are you doing?
I would have done this before this, but can ghosts sense magic? I assume they can.
You don't know?
Yeah, it's such a safe answer.
Has
don't know.
Calvin ever interacted with a ghost while
No.
gambling?
So
I
Only
don't
like
think
once.
so.
I am a pirate, though. I feel like I would have at least encountered a ghost in my life. Is that fair to assume, or would I just not have?
Calvin has encountered ghosts before, but
He still doesn't know much about them.
yeah.
Fair.
Can Aurora roll to know if she would know anything in regards to insight?
Intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Or I guess nature.
Ah.
Because you're looking at the nature of the ghost.
So
It's a nat 1.
You have no idea
Dang.
what ghosts can and cannot sense.
That's the name of the channel.
Okay. I'm
That's one production
okay. Continue with the coin flip. I'll do what I'm doing on my turn so that he doesn't get affected because this is cool. Continue.
Right. Was it heads?
Did you call heads?
I call
Oh,
tails.
tails.
Slides over 3 gold and says, "You beat me."
All right. Now for the final boss.
That was
The cracks were actually really solid.
I step up and I
He like
place
cracks his ghost knuckles back.
I place a
He
single
goes, didn't know I could do that.
I place same amount, 3 gold, forward, and I ask if I can flip the coin.
He hands you the coin.
All right.
don't make it
I
land.
say, would you
Heads
like
or
to?
tails?
Yeah, would you like to call it in the air?
Tails.
I flip it, and then as I put it over my hand, I'm gonna cast, silent image, to do the opposite of what he said over the coin. Does that make sense?
Okay. I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Which
What? It was tails, by the way, for the thing. Did you say tails?
That's what he said, yes.
Okay. You know what? This doesn't count. Well, I want to put it in the machine. There.
oh, you are not
Deception?
getting
It's
Sleight of
sleight of hand first to see how quietly you can cast.
8 for sleight of hand.
it. GG's.
And then
Would I? No, I wouldn't have a proficiency for that. Okay.
so he does notice you muttering under your breath and doing the spell's necessary requirements as it hits down, and you do it just slightly too late to when like you flip it over and like pull your hand up. So there's just a half a second where it's tails, then switches to heads, and he does notice.
So it would look like that.
Also, Aurora's kind of like she lost, and she's like she had kind of like walked away a little bit.
Okay.
He chuckles at you and goes, "It's a nice try on the trick, but unfortunately, I've seen through it. I can tell it was tails.
Good.
A little bit of magic isn't going to fool me. Take that
So-
coin and your 3 coins back."
And so I slide him over the coins and I say, all right, time for the big bucks. And I put down 15 gold.
Sound game or another one?
If you want to cut back to the other guy so I don't take up a
Okay.
ton of time, you can.
What kind of...
Well, I'll go till Benny's back.
Okay.
Sorry. Do I do same game? Oh, you walked away. I go,
Yes. Getting bread.
We could play
Bread.
higher, lower.
I
We could do...
higher lower is just we both roll the dice.
So
whoever has
higher, lower is he rolls a d20, and then you have to tell me if the next roll is going to be higher or lower.
Oh, it's like roulette.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Do I?
How low?
Do you think I should?
Absolutely.
And the information he will give you is that the first roll is higher than 10 or lower than 10. And then you have to tell me if he'll roll higher
Very
or
much
lower.
luck.
Okay.
Heads up. We do have to leave by 10:30.
What time? Oh, it's
Yeah, we're good. I should have told that beforehand. But
Okay. I am going to. Yeah, we'll do the game of highlight. And so first round is higher or lower than 10. Correct.
Yes. Well, I will tell you the result on the first one.
Oh.
If it's higher.
It is higher than 10.
Okay.
Do you think it will be higher or lower?
Then this round.
Yes.
Then the number you just rolled or 10.
doesn't
Then the
that
number I just rolled.
technically? Aren't we supposed to? We're supposed to know what the number is.
Yeah. So we're not supposed to know the number that you just rolled.
I feel like
Not the way
that's.
he's playing it.
Okay. So you're saying it was higher than 10,
Yes.
and so do I say if it's lower than the number that you just rolled?
Well, if I knew it was this is pure chance.
Because the way that I play my game is on the first round, you only get the information of if it's higher than a 10. On the next round, you get the information of what the previous roll was. If it was higher or lower, I will tell you the number, and then you play off of
All right.
that number.
I'm gonna say the next
So
one.
it's up to you to keep track of what the number is.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be lower than the number you just rolled. As the dice rolls, I'm gonna perception check to see if it's gonna be a lower number or a higher number.
You have to roll stupid high.
If I can tell that it's gonna land on a higher number, I'm gonna use catapult and just slightly nudge it again, just so that it just keeps rolling to see if it'll.
Well, while you're thinking of doing that, it was 5,
Okay.
so you're going to win the amount you put in.
Okay. So I see that it rolls on a 5, and I'll be like, oh, cool.
Alright. Now, that, of course, is our first easy round. So now here's the question. Higher or lower than 5? If you say higher, I will give you half odds. So I will give you half of whatever it is that you put in on top of what you win. If you take lower, I will give you triple what you put in.
Oh,
See, that's the way that this game works.
I look at Aurora,
There you go higher.
and I.
First, I gotta get you addicted. So I don't mention that part until
Yeah. But I'm a businessman. And I turn and I say, lower. Same thing.
it is higher. It was an 18.
Okay, so what can I roll to see if I...
He is already watching you astutely from your earlier cheating.
Well, technically this wouldn't be...
It's cheating.
It's increasing my odds. It's not
Well,
necessarily...
first you can try to make a perception check and see if you can even tell.
Fair.
You cannot even tell. It is a dice roll.
It rolls on like... It lands on... What did it land on?
18.
18.
I thought it was gonna be a
It
6.
lands and it stops for a second, like catapult, and it just goes flying.
that would be so funny just to watch. You'd be like, oh wow, oh dang, it's a.
It was a 4. That will be...
And so I have to pay him double?
you pay 3 times what you put in.
Nice job.
Okay, yeah. I did not expect to come out of this with more money than I went in with. So.
I have no gold.
How much? So that'd be
45.
45.
So 60 total. 15
We
was
should-
the first one that we lost, and then
We should
45.
have Desi
So 60?
steal from. Oh my gosh. Aurora will play this. She'll do the heads tails thing, but she'll do it with 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
I give you 5 gold.
Oh,
I say feel free to use this.
thank you. I will.
Heads, tails with 5 gold.
I will do 3 gold. No, I will do 5 gold.
Alright, heads or tails?
Heads. Well, you gotta flip. You gotta catch it and then flip it. You did that wrong.
Well, I did it the same way before, where I just caught it and it was whatever I caught.
Oh, that's lame. That's
So
not
that's-
how you flip a coin.
So it's tails.
Tails.
Hands
Plus
over 5
Attention.
Wow.
Plus the way you flip it. I have
You need to be saying tails.
I have doubts on how you've been cheating us. We would like to take our business elsewhere. That's a deception or
Intimidation.
intimidate. Like that's
Like
a wrong
deception check.
kind of to make him
Persuasion.
to make him be like, oh wait, no, I'm getting money off of these guys. You know what I'm saying? 17 natural. Persuasion. 22.
He looks at you guys and just goes,
We'll take our money elsewhere.
"All right. I guess if you're not a real pirate."
Oh.
He went around this.
Aurora
a different way.
does a little like, just does like a little. You can't see it, but like just does like a little smile.
I'm gonna get bread. If you need anything or want to give me another loan, I'll be happy to oblige.
Right.
And then
We-
go to them.
We will go ahead and take a small break here.
Yeah, that works.
For like maybe 10 minutes.
That's fine.
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes should be enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here, can I see the mouse so I can do it? Actually, I can see everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just
Yeah, just do a 5-minute break. 5 minutes. Look at that.
To be continued.
Yeah.